Yes. Good morning, students. Welcome to mathematics class. So we are discussing number system, right? So in that already we have finished many topics. So just one. So types of numbers, classification of numbers, we have got the idea. So what are all the classification actually? Natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, and totally. So collection of both rational and irrational numbers are called as real numbers. Okay. So then types of decimal expansion, we got the idea. Terminating decimal expansion, non-terminating recurring decimal expansion, and non-terminating non-recurring decimal expansion. Okay. So next, so in the last class actually we discussed how to represent the real numbers on the number line. For example, how to locate root 2 on the number line, root 3 on the number line, root 5 on the number line. And we got the idea of square root spiral also. Okay. So we conducted one activity also. Okay. Now, so how to convert the terminating decimal expansion into P by Q form, that you got the idea in the last class, right? Now we are discussing actually how to convert non-terminating recurring into P by Q form. So we are discussing that one, how to convert non-terminating recurring into P by Q form right now. So in that we are discussing exercise 1.3. In that exercise 1.3, already first main, second main, and third main discussion is over. So now today in this class, we have to start from question number 4. Are you all ready? Naman, is it visible? Naman? Can I get the reply from Naman? Naman, this page is visible, no Naman?
Yes, Mataji, page is visible.
Okay. Yes, now we'll continue. So our question is like this. Look at the question actually. Express 0.9999 so on in the form P by Q. Are you surprised by your answer? With your teacher and classmates, discuss why the answer makes sense. Okay, so first we have to see the answer no for surprise. Okay, so what is the question actually? Try to understand the question. Express 0.9999 in the sense 0.9 bar. So 9 is in the repeating block. In the form of P by Q, we have to express. So are you surprised by your answer? That we can see later. Okay. So now, how to convert the non-terminating recurring? So this 0.9999 is non-terminating recurring, no? So how to convert this 0.99 into P by Q form actually? So just recall the steps of converting the non-terminating recurring into P by Q form. So in last class also we discussed this one only. First we have to take the problem in the form of x. Let x is equal to 0.9999 so on. Call this equation as equation number 1. Now multiply both sides by 10. You all know. So you have got the idea of this topic, right? So in the repeating block only one digit is repeating. That's why we have to multiply both sides by 10. Next step is, so 10 into x, which is equal to 10 into 0.999 so on. Okay. Next, 10 into x is 10x, which is equal to 10 into 0.999 actually. So point move to one digit, after one digit, no, that is 9.999 so on. So let us take this equation as equation 2. Got the idea of this topic, no? X is equal to 0.999 so on. Call that equation as equation 1. Then after multiplying 10 on both sides, we got the equation 10x is equal to 9.9999. Call this equation as equation 2. Now we have to subtract equation 1 from 2. What we have to do? We have to subtract equation 1 from 2. So this 10x minus x we have to do. So this side LHS side 10x minus x. And in the RHS side, this 9.999 so on minus 0.9999. Next, 10x minus x is actually 9x, which is equal to here 9.999 minus 0.999. Easily we can say the answer in 9.999. If we remove 0.999, what is the answer actually? 9. So then 9x is equal to 9 we got in this step. Then x is equal to 9 by 9. X is equal to what we got actually? 9 by 9. So now 9 by 9, 9 ones are 9 ones are. So what we got actually? X is equal to 1 we got. Are you surprised by this answer? What type of surprise here actually? 0.99999 P by Q form is 1 actually. 1. Exact answer we got actually 1 by 1. 1 by 1 is nothing but 1 only, no? So what surprise actually? This 0.9999 P by Q form is exactly equal to 1. So that is actually surprise. Why we got this answer, do you know? The difference between 1 and 0.999 is 0.0001. So in the sense, it is very small digit, no? Negligible. So 0.00001 antandre negligible. So that's why there is no difference between 1 and 0.9999. Okay, and small difference is there, that is also negligible difference. Okay, so that's why hence we can conclude that 0.999 is too much near to 1. So that's why we got the P by Q form of 0.999 as 1. Got the idea of this problem, no? Yes. Do you have any confusion regarding this? If you are having confusion, you can speak now. Otherwise, I'll continue with the next question. Is it clear? Is it clear, students? Yes. Can we move to our next problem? Can we move to next problem? Okay. Yes. Now we are moving to our next question. Our next question is fifth question, question number 5. So you can see the answer of this question. Okay. What can the maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17? Try to understand the question. What can the maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17? Perform the division to check your answer. Understand the question properly. Just we have to perform the long division. 1 divided by 7. Just imagine, just recall your last class, yesterday's class in the school. Okay, how we performed the long division to find the decimal expansion, no? So that type only we have to solve the problem now. 1 divided by 17. 1 is numerator actually and 17 denominator, in the sense actually 1 is dividend, 17 is divisor. So now you just check this division operation. You all know how to divide this one. Okay, I'm not going to explain the division as it is. So here I'm displaying that division performance. You all know how to divide. Okay, in that, see here you just observe this repeating block actually, decimal expansion quotient part. What answer we got actually here? 0.0588235294117647. So can we stop for this actually 47? Why I ended there actually? So this is last step actually. See here 100 and 120, then 119. So we got the remainder 1. So we stopped the problem because this is 1. Okay, 1 is the first step. Again, we'll get the same steps like this only. We'll continue this one only. If we continue the problem, okay, so again, we'll get the same pattern. That's why for 1 remainder, we have stopped the problem. So now we can observe the decimal expansion there. So we can observe the repeating block. Repeating block, how can we observe the repeating block? Actually, here I took the answer for this 1 by 17. So 0.0588235294117647. So here we mark bar. So bar in the sense, so this is a repeating block. If we continue for this problem for 2 hours or 3 hours, we are getting same actually repeating block, okay, up to infinity. So this is the repeating block. Now let us understand the problem. What the maximum number of digits be in the repeating block? Now we have to count this one, number of digits in the repeating block. Repeating block is so marked in the line, no bar. Okay, now let us start counting the repeating block digits actually. 2, 3, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16. So total 16 digits are there. In this repeating block actually. So in the repeating block, 16 digits are there. So what is your answer actually? There are 16 digits in the repeating block of the decimal expansion of 1 by 17. So this is the answer for this question. Very simple actually. Normal long division we have to perform. Okay. So when it starts repeating, no, that time we have to stop the problem and we have to count the number of digits in the repeating block. So we'll get the answer as 16 digits in the repeating block. Got the idea of this problem, no? Yes. So do you have any confusion regarding this question? No confusion, I think. Okay, very simple question. Let us move on to our next problem. Next question number 6 is page. If page is not visible, you have to inform. Okay, so because I'm continuing the problem, now we are in the question number 6. Sixth question we have to see. Look at several examples of rational numbers. Once again, I'll repeat the question. Look at several examples of rational numbers in the form P by Q. Q not equal to 0, where P and Q are integers with no common factors other than 1 and having terminating decimal expansions. Terminating decimal expansions. Can you guess what property Q must satisfy? Can you guess what property Q must satisfy? Okay, so here you just observe. Look at several examples of rational numbers in the form P by Q. So you have to see the rational numbers in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers, with no common factors other than 1, having the terminating decimal expansion. So rational numbers in the sense you will get 2 type of decimal expansion. In the rational numbers only, you will get 2 type of decimal expansion. That is, one is terminating decimal expansion. Another one is non-terminating recurring decimal expansion. But here they are highlighting that only terminating decimal expansion you have to take. If we take terminating decimal expansions, P by Q form. So then what property of Q? Q nalli ಏನು property ಇರತ್ತ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ terminating decimal expansion ಇರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ? So I took 4 to 5 examples to understand this one. Okay. So first let us deal with 1. Yes, 1 by 2, is it a actually P by Q form? No? 1 by 2 is a P by Q form, rational number. So when 1 by 2 decimal expansion is 0.5. 0.5 is terminating decimal expansion. P divided by Q. They are asking the Q property. Q andre denominator property. Denominator alli enagide Q is equal to 2 ide. Andre 2 to the power of 1. So we can take it in the form of 2 to the power of 1. Now, let us take one more example. 7 by 8. 7 by 8. 7 by 8 is a rational number, P by Q form. So when we simplify the 7 by 8, 0.875 we got. 0.875. This is also terminating. Now, let us look at the Q form. Q is 8. 8 denominator Q. Can I take it in the form of 2 cube? 2 into 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4, 4. 4 2s are 8. So we can write Q in the form of 2. Okay, now? Yes, let us take one more example. 4 by 5. Let us take one more example. 4 divided by 5. 4 by 5 is 0.8. That is also terminate expansion. So now 5. So you just look at that 5 denominator. Q is 5. So can I take Q in the form of 5 to the power of 1? So we can write Q in the form of 5 to the power of 1. Now 3 divided by 4. 3 by 4. Okay. So then 3 by 4 we got 0.75. 0.75. This is a terminating decimal expansion again. Terminating. Denominator Q is in the form of 4 and 2 square. Okay, 4 in the sense 2 square. So what you are observing in all the terminating decimal expansion when it is in the P by Q form, denominator place is either something or fighting or both actually. Both in the sense 2 into 5. If we take denominator as 10 also, we'll get the terminating decimal expansion only. I'll show that one actually. See here. So now, so you just got the idea of these 4 examples, no? Now you just see, we can observe that the terminating decimal may be obtained in the situation where prime factorization of the denominator na prime factorization of the given fractions has the power of only 2. Bari 2 na powers irbohudu or the power of only 5. Only 5 irbodu or both. 2 raised to 2 into 5 raised to 3 ಆ ಟೈಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಬರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ 2 raised to 1 into 5 raised to 1. Got the idea of this one, no? So here 3 by 10. I took 3 by 10. In the denominator, in the Q place, you have 10 actually. 10 andre prime factorization 5 into 2. 5 2s are 5 raised to 1, 2 raised to 1. 0.3 terminating. Here Q is 5 into 2. So that's why here the question is, can you guess what property Q must satisfy? What is the property of Q here? In each and every example, we are observing that Q's prime factorization, so which is having the power 2 or power 5 or both. Okay, so Q place alli ಒಂದು ಪವರ್ 2 ನ ಪವರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಆರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 5 ನ ಪವರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆರ್ ಬೋತ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 ಮತ್ತೆ 5 ಎರಡು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಆಫ್ Q in the terminating decimal expansion, the P by Q form. Okay, so got the idea of this problem? Do you have any confusion regarding this? Yes, do you want to discuss anything, students? Naman? Yes, Naman, are you all there? I'm not getting the reply from anyone. Audible, no, students? Yes, Naman. Yes. Once let us revisit 90. Okay. Yes, visible. Page is not visible actually. Question number 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no, 4, 5, 6. Question 5, 6. Video struggling. Why? Network issue. Voice is breaking. Visible. Okay. So I think many students are having network issue. It's okay. So 10 minutes, I'll finish that exercise part. Anyhow, tomorrow again, we can revisit that exercise only. Okay, we can also see, but it is not clear. Question number 6, answer. See, if you are having any confusion regarding exercise 1.3 problems, no? So in tomorrow's class, we'll discuss. Don't worry about that. Okay. I think because of this climate, many are facing the network issue. It's okay, no problem. So I'll finish that last problems. Okay, remaining 2 or 3 problems, let us finish once. And in tomorrow's class, we'll discuss the problem. Okay. If you are having any confusion regarding that topic, tomorrow we'll discuss. Yeah. Yes, I'll send. After this class, I'll send the solutions in your WhatsApp group. Okay. Shall we continue again? Yes, I'll finish that last remaining 2 to 3 problems. Okay. So whatever doubts you have, we'll discuss in the normal class. Okay. Offline class. So now again, I'm going to page sharing. Yes. Now, visible, no? Sumukh? Page is visible? Sumukh? Sumukh? Anaga?
No, Mataji.
Page is not
Yes,
visible?
Mataji, visible. No, no,
Now it is visible, no? Visible, no?
no. Yes.
No. Yes, no. I'm getting two answers. Now it is
Yes,
visible,
Mataji,
I think.
visible.
Visible, no? Okay, now let us move on to our next question. Question number 7. It's a very simple question. Question number 7. Let us try to understand the question. Question number 7. Write 3 numbers whose decimal expansions are non-terminating, non-recurring. Right? 3 numbers whose decimal expansions are non-terminating, non-recurring. So we have to give 3 examples for non-terminating, non-recurring. Non-terminating, non-recurring in the sense it is irrational numbers. So we know that all irrational numbers are non-terminating, non-recurring. We all know that all irrational numbers are non-terminating, non-recurring, right? So you can give the examples in your textbook only. You have the examples value. Okay, root 2 value, we can take it as a non-terminating, non-recurring, no? 1.4142135623730951, so on. Okay, so it is in your textbook only. So this is one example for non-terminating, non-recurring. Then root 3 value. Root 3 value is 1.732050807568, so on up to infinity. Okay, now pi value, it is in your textbook, 3.141592653589793, so on up to infinity. So you can take any example. So for non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion, okay, root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7, root 8, root 10. You cannot take root 4, root 9. So that concept actually we discussed in the last class, no? So they are irrational numbers. Root 4, root 9, root 16. So that perfect square numbers, okay? So that are all rational numbers. So irrational numbers in the sense non-terminating, non-recurring. So they have asked only 3 numbers. So here we took 3 numbers for non-terminating, non-recurring. Is it clear, students? I think it is clear for everyone. Okay. So now we are moving to 8th question. Question number 8. Question number 8. Find 3 different irrational numbers between the rational numbers 5/7 and 9/11. Understand the question properly. Find 3 different irrational numbers between the rational numbers. We have to write 3 different irrational numbers between the rational number. They have given the rational number 5/7 and 9/11. ಇವೆರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯ ಬರೋ irrational numbers we have to write. Okay, for that irrational number ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು P by Q ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Keep it in mind. Okay, irrational numbers, we cannot express irrational number in the form of P divided by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. So then what we have to do? We have to take the decimal expansion of these 5 by 7 and 9 by 11 to check the range. So what it starts from which digit? Okay, that we have to, and we have to see which digit it ends. Okay, so 5 by 7 and 9 by 11, first we have to see the decimal expansion. Then after getting the decimal expansion of this 5 by 7 and 9 by 11, we can write three different irrational numbers between these two rational numbers. Okay, now here you just observe this 5 by 7 division. 5 by 7. So when we divide this 5 by 7, so we got the decimal expansion 0.714285. Here you can check 0.714285 bar for 714285, in the sense 714285 is in the repeating block. Next, 9 by 11. 9 by 11, 0.81, that is 0.81 bar. 9 by 11, when we divide 9 by 11, we got the decimal expansion 0.818181, so on up to infinity. So 0.81 bar. Got the idea of this one? So now we got the starting range and ending range. 0.71, 5 by 7 andre decimal expansion 0.71 in the start agide. 9 by 11 andre 0.81. Idru madhya baro non-terminating, non-recurring we have to write. So you can write by your type. So here we took the examples like this. See here. The three different irrational numbers are, first one 0.720, 000, 724 on up to infinity. So you can create the number, so but which is not in the repeating block, which are non-terminating, non-recurring type you have to write. So already we discussed how to write this type in the class right now. So I got here 0.71 in the start agbekittalla, 71 ಮತ್ತೆ 81 ನ ಮಧ್ಯ ಬರೋ irrational numbers. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ so first number we took in the form of 0.720, 7200, 72000, 720000, so on. This is a non-terminating, non-recurring. Next, you can start with 0.74 ಅಥವಾ 75 ಅಥವಾ 76 up to 80 ತನಕ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬರಿಬಹುದು, ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಈಸಿಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 0.750, 7500, 75000, so on. You can continue like this only. Next, third example, 0.780, 7800, 78000, 7800000, like that you can continue up to infinity. So these three numbers are non-terminating, non-recurring, which comes in between these two decimal expansion. So our question answer is like this. Actually, see here, they have asked find three different irrational numbers between the rational numbers 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. So actually, so these are the three non-terminating, non-recurring numbers between 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. Got the idea of this problem now, students? So if you are having any confusion, you can discuss later. Okay, last one problem is remaining. Let us finish that problem and afterwards we'll discuss your doubts. So our last question is question number 9. So it's a simple question. Classify the following numbers as rational and irrational according to their type. Now, after learning all these topics, now you are able to give the answer that whether the given number is rational number or irrational number. Okay, now shall we start? So first one, Root 23. Now I'll ask the question for some students. You have to give the answer. Okay. So here answer is displaying also. It's okay. Root 23. Root 23. It's not a perfect square number. So now can you tell me the answer? Yes, Dheeraj. Dheeraj. Dheeraj, are you there? Dheeraj, root 23. Is it a rational or irrational number?
It is irrational number.
Why it is irrational, Dheeraj?
root 23 is equals ಅದು ಮಂಚಿ ನಾನ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನ್ ರಿಕರಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ.
Very good. Very good. Very good. The decimal expansion of root 23 is actually non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion. The non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion is irrational number. So that's why root 23 is in the irrational group. Right now? Yes. Now look at the second one. Square root of 225. Square root of 225. Nikhil, gadde mane. Nikhil, are you there? Nikhil, are you there? Yes, Nikhil is not available. Pratham Yuyan. Pratham.
Yes. Yes.
Pratham. Square root of 225 is rational or irrational, Pratham?
It's rational.
Rational. Why it's rational, Pratham?
It's a perfect square number.
Yes, perfect square number. What is the square root of 225 actually? 15. 15. 15s are right? Right now? 15.
Yes, Mataji.
Square root of 225. Yes, exactly 15. So that 15 by 1. So it's a rational number. Got the idea of this question now? Yes. Now we are moving to next one. Third one, 0.3796. 0.3796. So whether it is a rational or irrational number. It's a rational or irrational number. Tell me who is going to tell this answer. Girls side, Sumeda. Sumeda.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Sumeda, what is your answer? 0.3796. It's a rational or irrational, Sumeda?
It's rational number
Why it's rational number?
because it is a terminating decimal expansion.
Good. Terminating decimal expansion is under the rational number category. So 0.3796 is a terminating decimal expansion. That's why it is the rational number. Very good, Sumeda. Next, question number 4. Actually, I have exchanged the question number. Okay. So in your textbook, this is the 4th question. Okay. 5th question, but I have changed that number. It's okay. No problem. Now, let us discuss this question, 5th question only. 1.1011001000100001 so on. So by looking this problem only, we can give the conclusion that whether it is a rational or irrational. Yes, Dvirup. Yes, is it a rational or irrational, Dvirup?
Irrational, Mataji.
Is it irrational?
Mataji, because it's non-terminating, non-recurring.
Yes, very good. Non-terminating, non-recurring. Very good, very good. Okay, now the last question, 7.478478. 7.478478. There is no dot so on up to infinity. It's ended the decimal expansion. So everybody know the answer. Chinmayi. Chinmayi. Yes, Chinmayi, what is your answer?
It's terminating, so rational.
Rational number. It's a terminating decimal expansion. So it is a rational number. Got the idea of this one? No? Now everybody, you got the idea of classification of rational and irrational on the basis of terminating decimal expansion, non-terminating recurring decimal expansion, and non-terminating non-recurring decimal expansion. Okay, terminating decimal expansion and non-terminating recurring decimal expansion. So it is in the form of P by Q. That's why. So these two classifications under rational number, and the last one, non-terminating non-recurring decimal expansion, that we cannot express in the form of P by Q. So that's why that non-terminating non-recurring decimal expansion is irrational number. Got the idea of this one? No, this is question number 9. So this is the end of exercise 1.3. Now, if you are having any confusion regarding this, so you can discuss. Otherwise, so we'll revise this topic in tomorrow's class also. I'll go to stop sharing.